Yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I am your host, Tashir Rasay. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Almost screwed that up. Welcome to week 130 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Shout out to my man RayGene for that intro. Using that for a couple more weeks, then moving on to something else. Back live on Facebook, week number 3 of doing the live show. Really enjoying it. I have been enjoying it a lot. I've asked a lot of people, civilians and members of CMA, what they think. Should we continue? And the consensus was we should continue, at least for a little while. So I'm here. We're going to do this for a little while longer. And, you know, if the interest is there and the support is there, then we'll keep it running. So shout out to people in the chat, man. We had RTO, Jay Bishop just stepped in. No One You Know just stepped in. Davenport, I saw D-Man CQ in here. So we already popping. Jamari Mack is in here as well. So we're doing pretty good so far. I'm feeling good. So yeah, ready to kick this thing off. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. We love having new people be a part of the show because they normally enjoy it. What this is over at computermusicacademy.com, we have this thing called the weekly homework assignment. I basically give the people an assignment. Do this, don't use this, don't use this, blah, blah, blah. And you have to create a finished product and return it within 7 days. And on Mondays, I take those assignments and we play them now live for the weekly homework podcast. Now, what are we doing this week? Well, there's a lot going on in the world right now, specifically in America. And I've always said when I was a rapper, when I was an MC, the best material was always stuff that happened in real life events, stuff that you notice and see going on with you. However, that's where the best material has always came from for me and for a lot of musicians. And with the climate right now in the U.S., specifically in the U.S., but it's across the world as well, with a lot of injustice, a lot of discrimination, and it's been crazy these last couple of weeks. We, as the creative community, we believe it is our responsibility to address that in a very responsible way. We do not condone against police officers, but we sure as hell don't condone police brutality against us. And that goes for people of color. That also goes towards our friends and brothers and sisters in the LGBT community. So this particular podcast is going to get slightly heavy, rightfully so. The subject for this week is music for the revolution. And from the looks of it, everybody took, their own topic, what they wanted to speak about, and they've made music accordingly. And this is what we're going to do this week. So hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself, had a good weekend and a good Monday. Now it's time to get radical, so to speak. Let's kick things off because I put the word out and we got 13 submissions this week. We have a couple of debuts. We have a return. It's going to be very interesting. So buckle up. Shout out to Jay Bishop who just stepped in. Shout out to Necromantis who also stepped in. And everybody else that's watching right now. If you haven't logged into the chat yet and actually left a comment, please do. Let us know you're here. Also, please share the podcast out and let everybody know what's going on. Help us grow the page and the following for CMA. Hey, Miss Lena, how you doing? And also, if you're watching this on YouTube the next day, please like and subscribe to the channel and share the podcast as well. Now, let me quit talking and get to a young man who I've come to know and be very cool with over the last few months. He comes to us through my man Gadget and the Digital Hustle Films hangouts. He has finally joined CMA, and he has finally jumped into the podcast. Welcome to my man, BasIQ Productions. Let's go. Yes, sir. Miles, a.k.a. BasIQ Productions. Man, that was nice. Had a little stutter in there. I don't know if that was within the track or within the software, but it seemed like we're good now. Anyhow, that was dope. And he told me that it wasn't, hip-hop. But, being a creative person, we're here to make music. It is not, the majority of us do hip hop, yes, but it doesn't always have to be hip hop, especially with a subject like this. You want to get your, what's the word I'm going to say? You want to get your purpose out and get, and what's the word I'm looking for? What's the term I'm looking for? You want to actually get your feelings out through the music the best you can, however you feel. And the name of that track, coincidentally, is Fearless. So that's letting people know he's fearless moving forward, whatever the future may be. And I enjoyed it. I love the piano work. I love the samples that he had in there. As far as like the orchestral stuff, very nice. I like the vocal, the speech that he used, which was only a couple lines, but very, very nice. Overall, very nice beginning to what we're doing here tonight. And this is basically the soundtrack to a revolution. So, Miles, my man, thank you. Looking forward to hearing a lot more from you. Trust that. To Detroit, hollering at my dude who's in the chat right now. Shout out to RayGene who just popped in. We're going to go holler at my man, No One You Know. Yes, sir. From Detroit, keeping it real Motown. My man, No One You Know, using a very nice Marvin Gaye sample with that. Very nice. He said he found this song angry. And here are the results. My man. Yeah, that was very nice. I like the way you used that Marvin sample. I like what was going on in the track overall. Again, he's been stepping up his production, his mixes, the way he's formatting and laying things out. Very nice. No one has been handling business. And all I can ask is that you continue, my man. Going over and holler at my man, OK Joey. Let's see what he's doing.
2 young men killed, one stabbed to death, the other shot to death in what the police say was an act of revenge.
Yes, sir. OK Joey, still doing his thing. He's back. He's been doing his thing continuously. And that track was cool. That track was cool. He kind of, in my opinion, stepped back a little bit this week because that needed to have a little bit more going on with it. I like the use of the breakbeat. I like the stabs and whatnot that he had in there. He told me which pack he used that from. I think it was a Hello Samples thing. But it definitely felt like it needed more. I don't know if he ran out of time or whatever it may be. I do like the foundation. I would like to hear a finished product because I'm pretty sure, actually, I know he can do more to this, you know, as far as like change ups and adding more instruments to it, making it a more full, you know, product. But man, it started off really good and it just kind of stayed there. Still very good, but it you know me, I like my change ups. I like stuff to happen within the track. So we gotta get back on that, Joey. But overall, the track itself, the foundation is very good, my man. I definitely want to see a little bit more with that though. But thank you this week, my man. Big time. All right, let's holla at this guy who we hadn't talked to in a while until, what was it, last week or the week before, but he's back. Holla at my dude, MICnotes.
My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this.
Double negative.
It will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves. Know that they attacked the victim. Then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. This is American justice. This is American justice. They put this club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them. They put this club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them. kind of freedom is that? What kind of freedom is? 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 What kind of freedom is that? And those of you who are familiar with it, know that this is American democracy. Now, if I'm wrong, know that what kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court? What kind of freedom is that? What kind of freedom is? What kind of freedom is? What kind of freedom is? What kind of freedom is that?
Yes, sir. MICnotes. After some technical difficulties, but it looked like we're up and running right now. So apologies for that, people. But MICnotes coming through with that bounce. That's some musical revolution right there, dude. Got Malcolm X going throughout multiple chops from a couple of different speeches of his, but the message is very, very clear. And Notes, he just does his thing, man. We've said it many, many times. Notes is that dude that he literally has his own sound. He's the only one I've ever heard that sounds like him, and that's a damn good thing. But I love what's going in this track with the numerous samples that he's using, different stabs and whatnot, the Malcolm X samples, the way the drums, bounce and hop and the way it makes you feel like, okay, yeah, it gets you motivated to get out there and handle some business, like for real. But I really, really like what Notes did with this. As usual, my man comes through and handles business. So shout out to he and Mr. Wallace, Double Negative Peoples. Yeah, I like what's going on there. We just had some people pop in. We had Diggahertz and DIXI Freely pop in. I think I shouted out RayGene, but if I did not, welcome, my man. CX, the producer, was in here too, right before we had some technical difficulties. Hopefully you guys are still with me. But yeah, I'm enjoying what's going on right now with the show. Now, I'm going to head down south. Holla at a gentleman who came through, handled his business for a couple of assignments, and then disappeared completely. And I know dude is more than capable of handling business. But I think I got on him enough. He's finally back in the podcast. Major shout out to my dude, Larry from Gary, a.k.a. Davenport.
Too little love.
You're quite hostile. I got a right to be hostile, man. My people been persecuted. I'm mad.
bad. Yo, Davenport. Hell yeah. Hell yes. That's what the hell I've been missing. Good Lord. That track was dope. And again, he got the misdirection. It started off with the What the World Needs Now. I think that was Dionne Warwick's version. And then took a little bit of the Public Enemy, which actually they sampled. I forgot what movie that was they sampled. But took a little bit of that that Public Enemy off of It Takes a Nation to Millions. And then kicked into the real heat. Oh, my. Yes, sir. I loved everything about this track, yo. This was excellent. Dude, again, with the intro, the first beat, the needle scrape, and then bringing it in, the use of the drums, the use of the samples, and that, I really like where he went with using music from a time where there definitely needed to be a revolution, and there was back in the 60s, with the civil rights movement and whatnot. So he used some of that music in this music for a new revolution. Good freaking Lord, dude. Welcome back. Now, you better not come back. You better be in this joint every single freaking week, or I will come visit you. I don't know if you want that. My dude, thank you, sir. And we also got another return. I forgot about that. This is a gentleman who's, I've come to really love and appreciate and highly respect, and he's back. My dude, Diggahertz. This guy, dude. Dog. This is a gentleman that makes, on a good day, well, I just say on an average day. I'll say that. On an average day, this dude knocks down 2 beats. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, before and after he goes to work. And then, of course, he works other times of the day if needed. But definitely 1 or 2 beats per day. So imagine me trying to get this dude to actually participate in the assignment. Like, dog, you do this. But he comes through with a very nice joint. I really enjoyed that piece right there, man. I like the different parts of the song, the different sections of the song, because it's pretty much the same sample from the same record, I'm pretty sure. But he actually sampled different parts of it, had a little drop in there, and it went into another part where it was in a different key. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some imagination. Give me something that keeps, the brain firing, dude. And that definitely helped, for real. I mean, it's a shorter track. It's only about a minute 45, which is perfect. No big deal. But I really enjoyed that. Plus, it's mixed very well, too. So, Hertz is handling business. So, just like Davenport, better get back here more often, bro. For real. Thank you, sir. My dude. All right. I'm going to go over to the DMV. Over to Maryland. Holla at my dude who's hanging out with us tonight. RayGene.
Are the police here to protect me or somebody's property? Cause I remember way back when I'd be considered somebody's property. A luxury, a commodity. There's a shift change in the red zone. There's a shift change in the red zone. There's a shift change in the red
Listen, let me tell you something right now. That gets the stamp, dog. That is officially Dixi's best track that he has ever submitted. That is my favorite joint right there. That is excellent, my man. Holy crap. The intro with the pitch down vocal, you know, I don't know if that was taken from somewhere or if that's something that he said on his own, but it's very valid. Then the beat kicks in, and you know he does sample, but he does a lot more instrumentation, a lot more organic stuff. So the beat kicks in, and the music is feeling damn good. But then this dude, and he said it in the his submission that he actually sang all the vocals in there. My dude. That was beautiful. Again, everything was put together very well, mixed well. I love the sounds you used. I love the sample from the beginning or whatever that may be. I love that with the message. I love your vocals on top of it. Just makes it makes it 100%. It does. And it fits what we're doing tonight. It is perfect for the revolution, my man. Holy crap. That was excellent. DIXI. I'm sorry, RayGene, my man. Good Lord. That was beautiful, man. Give a shout out to some people in the chat. D-Man CQ was up in here. My man Jazzmatic just stepped up in here. What's up, dude? RayGene, of course. Miss Lena came through here. I just saw Ron B come in. Ain't talked to that dude in a minute. What's up, Ron? Disciple Die just came in. What's up to him, man? A couple other people that I missed. I thought I saw Pinion Reese a little earlier. Shout out to him as well. Man, this has turned out to be a very, very, very good podcast. And if you're enjoying it, please like it, share it out. Let the people know what's going on here. We still got a nice amount of of time left. So yeah, get them in here. Let them know what we're doing right now. This is excellent. RayGene, my dude. Thank you, sir. All right, gonna go over to the Midwest. Holla at my dude who didn't think he was gonna make it, but he did. He's in here hanging with us tonight. My dude, DIXI Freely.
White press inflames the white public against Negroes. The police are able to use it to paint the Negro community as a criminal element, to make the white public think that 90% or 99% of the Negroes in the Negro community are criminals. And once the white public is convinced that most of the Negro community is a criminal element, then this automatically paves the way for the police.
DIXI Freely. What needs to be said? Dude is out cold, man. This is the level of dedication of one DIXI Freely. This dude said he spent 4 days looking for the perfect snare for this particular. I ain't mad at it because I like what he used. I really do. But he said, as for the track, he wanted to make something that was dark, menacing, and rebellious. He debated if he should use a speech in there, and then said, screw it, what the hell. He wanted to make sure he said we need some truth for a change and less PC. It's that simple. I enjoyed this joint. This was dark. I love the filtering like on the drums and on certain sounds. I love the vocal sample he used as far as the speech that was in the beginning, and then the brass, the bum 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 bum. That was all dope. Everything about the track was dope, man. I really enjoyed it. I like the way it flowed, and it had a drop, and it kind of built everything back, to a change up. Very, very, very dope, and definitely where he said something rebellious, and that fits perfectly. So yeah, major shout out for that, DIXI. Good Lord. Good Lord. Thank you, sir. All right, let's head to the West Coast. Holla at my dude, Geminidd 4D. Good Lord. Dog, again with the misdirection. That was beautiful. Geminidd 4D. Look, dude. This dude had the intro from Self-Destruction from the Stop the Violence movement back in our day. Let's just say that. That was excellent in itself because it started off with the Malcolm X sample, just like it did, and then it went into the beginning of Self-Destruction, which I may have to cut that for YouTube, unfortunately. But then he kicks it to, he used the Self-Destruction, like the hook, chopped that up, placed it over this beat that's stupid. I don't know what sample he used, but jeez, oh Pete, that was perfect. Had nice pattern, nice hop to it, so to speak. Flow beautiful. That was in there. He had a couple of drops, little, change up and whatnot, only to build up around the, I want to say around the 115, to where it had that part right before MC Light's verse. Uno, dos, tres, colacho. And then she comes in, funky friends dressed to win past Ray in the party. Anyhow, he took that part and then brought it back to the hook. Excellent. Excellent, my dude. That was excellent. Geminidd is that dude. Shout out to Miss Lena, who's watching right now as well. Yeah, Geminidd, you're a beast, dude. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to Miss Wallace, Mr. Wallace, who just checked in with us. What's up, dude? Yeah, this is going very well. Very well. Let's keep it going. Head back down south. Holla at my dude, DJ Lockturnal.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. All we say to America. All we say to America. All we say to America. All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper.
we took from the people will return to the people. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Man, this dude locked down. Good Lord. That's marching music right there, yo. That's the best way to describe that. That is straight up marching music. Good Lord. Fist in the air. We want what we are supposed to get. Justice. Good Lord, man. Locke is just killing it. He's getting better and better. I mean, he's already a beast, but he continues to progress and evolve and get better and better and better. Good Lord. This track is nasty. The way that joint kicked in, when the beat actually kicked in and you heard that first snare, oh, you should have known it was serious. Very serious. I love that. I love, like I said, it's marching music. I love the pace of it. I love the grittiness of it. The tempo is perfect. That's marching music. That's the soundtrack to a revolution. All the different samples he used from speeches and whatnot, perfect. The way the bass was just stupid all the way around. That is exactly what I'm talking about, Locke. This dude always manages to kill it. Thank you for that, my man. Good Lord. Good Lord. And shout out to, she's mad. She normally gets mad at me because I forget, but she just reminded me that she was here. So shout out to my wife, Samaya, who's actually been watching and you know, giving us support over the last few weeks. Love you, baby. But yeah, she's in the chat right now, and cats are just blowing up over this track. Love it, man. Lockdown. Thank you, sir. My man. All right. Let's go to a gentleman who just made his return last week triumphantly. And now I want to see what he did this week. My dude, Mr. Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wallace. Good Lord. Now, Wallace had some issues getting this track together. Understandably, you know, power outages and whatnot, heat, you know, all that kind of crazy stuff for the weekend and being in summer in Michigan. But the thing that stands out to me specifically is he said, the mix ain't great. I couldn't tighten it the way I wanted to. What the hell is wrong with this one? This mix is excellent. The track thoroughly, everything about it, 100% is on point. Everything about this track is on point. This is more marching music, revolutionary music. Get up and handle some damn business music. That is exactly what's going on here. Every phase, because there's a few different parts of this song. Every phase of this was on point, dude. Everything. There's not an imperfection in this track, dog. Not a single one. This was excellent. Wallace. Woo! Never ceases to amaze. I'm done with you, Doug. Thank you, my man. Good Lord. And now, to close out podcast 130, is a gentleman I have to give a special shout out to. He and his wife, who may be watching as well. Today is their anniversary. Major shouts out to RTO and his wife for, I'm not even sure how many years, but glad you are together, and I'm glad you, just like myself, had somebody that's in your corner and who backs everything that you do, who supports everything that you do. So with that said, let's get on and check out my dude, RTO Beats.
Gotta give a piece out to her, because I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for my mother. And I look in the front of this thing and it's a start from the end to rebuild our roots and greatness, right? Okay, well that's what my mother did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening about freedom fighters and strugglers. And you gotta understand that when it was in to have a gun and to be in the street, my mother gave that up to be in the house and wash the dishes, you know what I'm saying? And feed us and put the thoughts in our brains, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't get any of that history from all of those soldiers that we lost. We got none of that. They all went to jail, if you can remember. They all went to penitentiaries. We didn't see none of that nonsense. If it was not for my mother who stayed home and didn't go out and all that, and I wouldn't have shit, excuse my language, but I wouldn't have been nowhere. So what I want to do, hopefully, is I want to be, I'm not a woman, I am Tupac Shakur, I have to be a reminder that we can't chill out. It ain't time to cool out, banquets and all that, it's still on. It's on just like it's on when you was young, and you want to say fuck that, just like you said fuck that back then. So how come now that I'm 20 years old ready to start some shit up, everybody's telling me to calm down. You know, don't curse, go to school, go to college. Well, fuck that. You know, we got colleges for a while now. You know what I'm saying? And it's still rappers out there, and niggas is still trapped. Not gonna stop it, you. We stop it. And it's not just white men that's doing this to Brenda, and it's not just white men that's keeping us trapped. It's black. You know what I'm saying? We have to find the new African in everybody, in all of them. Because if we keep running around looking for black, and who got the most colors on, and who got the baddest BasIQ on, we still gonna get, excuse my language, fucked. What I want you to take seriously is what we have to do for the youth. Because we're coming up in a totally different world. This is not the same world you had. It's not the 60s. It's not that. We was easy before crack. That should say it all. You understand what I'm saying? We did not grow up without can't go to college. There's too much problems out here. I don't got the money. Nobody do. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is it's not as easy as you happen to be.
RTO Beats, closing out episode 130 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast, bringing it as usual. Man, listen, that was dope. That was dope. It was a little subtle from what we hear from RTO, but he did it perfectly because he had this beautiful inspirational talk from Tupac over the entire track. That was nice, and the track still evolved. It still had the change ups. It still did extra things, but it was impactful enough yet subtle enough so you could still hear what Tupac is talking about, because we all know Pac has been going a good 20 years at this point, but what that dude said is still relevant today, probably even more relevant today. Man, that track was dope. Everything that we heard tonight was very, very dope and definitely needed. And somebody just brought it up in the chat. It's talking about this is what hip hop is missing right now. Yeah, hip hop sucks right now. You know, for those of us who participate, who do this weekly homework assignment, the majority of us are of age. I'll say that, 25 and older, and we remember when the music actually had some relevancy. You know, we came up in the 90s listening to Public Enemy and early Ice Cube and Paris and Lynch Mob and The Cool and Poor Righteous Teachers. I mean, I can keep on going. Native Tongues. I mean, dude, there was so much conscious hip hop back in the day. It was ridiculous. But we don't have that now. Everybody wants to party. Everybody wants to be a thug and be an idiot. And it's our responsibility as the people who are survived from that, who came from that generation, it's our responsibility to make sure we continue with the realness. Because let's be real, being the DJs and the producers, it all starts with us. So if we're out here making music like this, putting messages in our music like this, and there's no lyrics on top of it, imagine what we can do when we can actually get somebody to be on top of this music and spit and say what really needs to be said right now. That's what's missing in hip hop. And matter of fact, let me speak on this real quick. For a lot of you may know that I'm a big Joe Budden fan. And Joe Budden has been killing Drake lately. He went 3 tracks of just slamming his head against the wall. But one track that did not get any pub that he recently released was the freestyle, or the verse that he wrote to Beyonce's Freedom. Absolutely murdered it. And it didn't get any pub. I have an issue with that. We could share all the garbage, but we can't share the realness. The stuff that we're living with right now, I'm not tolerating that. So I'm going to ask you to go check out that track for yourself. And if you enjoyed what we did in this particular podcast, please share it. Like the podcast, whether you're on Facebook or you're watching this on YouTube. Please like and share and let people know what we're doing. If you're watching on Facebook and you have not liked our CMA page, please do so, and you can keep abreast of what we're doing here. And for those of you who are watching this right now and wanting to be involved with what we do, come on over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It is that simple. So, shout out to RTO Beats, Mr. Wallace, DJ Lockturnal, Geminidd 4D, DIXI Freely, RayGene, Diggahertz, Davenport, MICnotes, OK Joey, Pinion Reese, No One You Know, and BasIQ Productions. And thank you, everybody who is in the chat right now. There's a lot of people who are in the chat. Shout out to Widebody who just came through. My dude, you should have been in this one, man. So we got Widebody, RTO, we got Mr. Wallace, Steven Jabori. Oh my God, that's my dude right there. Shout out to him. Shout out to No One You Know, Diggahertz, DIXI Freely, CX the producer. Shout out to Davenport, Jay Bishop, Ron B. I'm still tripping on that. What up, Ron? You got to get at me, man. Let me know what's going on. Shout out to Disciple Die. Thanks for coming through. Miss Pam, thank you. Miss Lena, thank you. Shout out to RayGene and anyone that I may have missed or who did not step into the chat tonight. Thank you all for watching. This was an excellent episode, if you ask me. Again, if you like what we're doing here, like our page, subscribe to our channel, share what we do, and help us grow. Let the people know what's going on here. I'm done for the week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next time. See ya!